Shalom from Jerusalem. This is Real Independent News, Yerushalayim, Israel. Sir, what do you think about the negotiations within the Palestinians and the Israelis that will take place next week in Washington, D.C., America?
Well, I'm kind of hoping that it will fail. If it does, since Mahmoud Abbas and the Palestinians are hardliners, they don't want to give us anything, they just want to take. They want to take basically what's deemed the Auschwitz borders, the indefensible pre-1967. They want terrorists to be released, people that have sworn to kill us. Hopefully we won't give in to their demands. You don't really know with Livni, but either way we have to be seen like negotiating for peace. Otherwise we won't get support from America. And however, whichever way it goes, I think it'll end badly, because this will give, no matter what happens, it will give the Palestinians a right to make a unilateral bid at the UN, especially now that they have the European, the EU boycott going on. So that gives them much more right, it gives them much more backing to go on, and we'll always be seen as the people that refuse to negotiate peace, no matter regardless of whether or not their demands are ridiculous. And if the negotiations if it does go well, and we do give them what they want, so then we have killers in our society and we can't defend our borders, and instead of Sderot and Beersheba and Eilat being attacked, it will be everywhere, and it'll be revolution. It will be another war.
Now, we gave away Gush Katif, where 9,000, almost 10,000 Jews were displaced from their homes. And what we got in return, and now the Palestinians were in control of Gaza then, we have received over 14,000 rockets. If we continue to give more land for such peace, we know that it hasn't worked. Do you think that Israel should negotiate land for peace?
No, not at all. This is our land. It's the equivalent of saying that, let's say some terrorist faction came onto American soil and said, we want this land, right? Let's say the Spanish came into Mexico and say, this is our land, give it to us. It's America's land now, no matter what you say, so you can't give them back their land. It's their land now. This is our land. Giving them land will cause more deaths in the future. It will just give them more of a base of operations. They don't want peace. They don't want coexistence. They want us out.
I read the Quran, and that's exactly what it says. It says, oh, Abdullah, if you see a Jew under a rock, go and kill him, and if he goes and hides behind a tree, go and also kill him.
The law of the kuffar.
And this is their motto, and that's what they live by. And I'm not saying all Arabs think this way, but I believe that the Islamic extremists who want the destruction of Israel basically are the ones behind the terror attacks against Israel.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, even though they are a minority, these jihadists, which is a very interesting term in its own self, it means struggle, self-struggle, kind of like Mein Kampf. It's being used for the sake of destruction. But even though they are a minority, they're a very vocal minority. They rule Gaza, basically. They rule the PLO, the Fatah. They rule, these terrorists rule the entire Palestinians. They indoctrinate them from youth to come and to kill us. And the others are scared to answer back. The few that do are in danger of their own lives.
So you think that over in the so-called territories where the Palestinians are living, you think that they should have their own Arab Spring and overthrow their leaders and basically seek some kind of justice or peace with Israel?
I think it's irrelevant at this point. They've been brought up with hate for their very youth. You can't, even if they did revolt, they would still always have that hate within them, and it would be ineffective.
You want peace?
I want peace, but my definition of peace is very different to theirs.
This is Real Independent News, Yerushalayim, Israel.